Good. Do you understand? No. He's making me feel like he's important. Meaning in his mind, he feels like he's the number one person. And that's okay. Okay? All right. He's following me. He's starting to stand right here. I'm just going to listen to his words. Oh my gosh. So much smoke. Coughing. Because they'll make me feel what it was like for them before they passed. Do you understand? Okay, good. Yeah, coughing. He had to be on oxygen at one point. So is this like a tank? I'm just asking. Because he makes me feel like it's constant. That can mean one or two things. Constant in the end, constant on and off through the months, or there's some kind of tank that goes along. Okay, good. Perfect. Because every time he starts to come near me, and he's talking about the emphysema in the chest, and he keeps saying to me that you're his daughter, he's cutting off my breathing, I feel like I need the oxygen. I need to have my guide stand between. I'm asking if one of my guides can come and thank you. One of my guides is actually standing between him and I. So I don't take this one so much, because he's cutting my breathing off so much where it feels like I can't breathe. Okay? And that's how I know it's really severe advanced stages, number one. But secondly, because I feel that so strongly from him, I don't want to miss any of his message to you. Okay? He's making me a little dizzy with this. That's how I know it's extreme. Do you understand why he just said to me, I knew what I was doing and I didn't care? Meaning after even the emphysema was set in, the bad habit was still there. And he still continued to do it and he didn't care. Yep. That's what he just said to me. I knew what I was doing, I didn't care. Yep. Mm-hmm. He said, but I didn't realize, even though I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do. I'm not going to use the word he just said.
That's okay.
He's really showing his character with that one. Do you understand it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. It wasn't a bad word, because all he said was a word that starts with H, and I'm like, no cussing in God's way, late. But that word's acceptable. Now, he just keeps saying to me that he did whatever he wanted to do. And he makes me feel he's a very strong man.
Right.
One track mind.
Yes.
Right about everything.
Yes.
Okay. Stubborn. When I say stubborn, when I was talking about her dad, doesn't even compare. This is like 5 times stronger. Okay. He just makes me feel he's very secure in himself. He's very set in his ways. He's a very strong personality. That's why he pulled my attention to you when I was in the process of getting ready to read them. Do you understand? Okay, so this is what he keeps saying to me. I did whatever I wanted to do because I didn't care. The doctors told me I needed to stop smoking, and I still smoked even though I had the emphysema. He said no one was going to tell me how to live my life. That's his personality, and that's what he's saying to me, that no one was going to tell him how to live his life. Okay. But he's saying to me, you got mad at him about this. Because he's saying to me, my daughter wasn't the only person that was angry with me because they thought maybe there was a chance I could have been here longer if I wouldn't have chose to do the things I did. Do you understand? Okay. I'm thanking my guide because I don't have to deal with I'm cutting my breathing off anymore because my guide's protecting me. So I'm just listening to his words right now and feeling his personality. Because otherwise he'd still be taking my breath away. I can see the wings in front of his chest, just his way of validating that he's at peace. He's making me feel like he's just as stubborn there.
I believe it.
Even though he's with God, he's still very stubborn. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because you have to remember, even though we go to the other side and we're complete with God, and we're one with God, and we're protected in that white light, and there's nothing but love and peace and healing, we're still very much our own person. And our personality is still like that on the other side. We're just more loving. Okay? So it's his way of making me feel his personality. I'm going to ask him what else he wants to say, because they're saying to me I'm just going to have him for a couple minutes, because I'm being told he got my attention when he did because he had to, because I had to feel his energy, because he was starting to lose his energy, so I could come straight to you, okay? Even though I know there's other people you want to hear from, for whatever reason, he's your main person today, and that's completely fine. He's saying to me not everything was known as far as the wishes. That's how I know that either a little bit was discussed as far as what he wanted as far as any kind of service, or not at all. When they say not everything is known, he keeps saying to me, thank you for the way that you honored me. Meaning he's validating that the things and choices that were made after the passing happened, because you guys didn't know everything that he wanted. And he said, I really didn't care if they put me in a wooden box. Do you understand it? That's what he just said. His way of saying that thank you for the honoring, that you guys did a wonderful job with the service, and his way of giving me why the knowledge wasn't known, because that's just his personality. Okay. He's saying to me how special you were to him as a daughter, and that he always tried to put you on a pedestal. But he always didn't say he loved you the way that he felt he should have. And sometimes that can mean that they felt that they should have said it more because they feel they didn't say it enough. Or sometimes it could be someone that has expressed emotions, meaning they have a hard time expressing their emotions. And I feel like it's more like that for him. Do you understand it? Because my guide says to me it's about the caring. And with what I'm feeling from his feeling, and my guide talking to me about the caring, it has to do with, he had the mindset of, he took care of his family, he paid the bills, he provided the roof, but he never actually allowed himself to say the words that he should have said. He showed it more through the actions. So he's saying to me, today is about letting you know that he's at peace. He said, I'm still my same old stubborn self, which is perfectly okay, because that's his words. And he said, I just wanted my daughter to know that I love her. Tell them thank you for what they did for me. Tell her I'm sorry I didn't think about anyone else's feelings in any of this. I only thought of myself. But he's saying to me it made him happy. He said he was a lifelong smoker, and it's what he was used to. It was his habit, and it was his choice. And it is his choice, because he had his own free will. But after the passing happened, he saw how his actions affected all of you. So it's just his way of saying that he knows that if he would have listened to the doctors, there's a possibility he could have been here longer. And you all felt that. Do you understand it? Okay. He's starting to pull his energy out. I'm going to have maybe just another minute with him. I'm going to see if I can get anything else out of him really quick. He just said, tell her I care for her very much. I always have. And she's still my little girl and I love her. That's what he said. All right, he's starting to pull his energy out. And who's the maternal energy that's passed, honey? Because there's a maternal energy just behind him. My guide said it's his mom, just letting you know that he's with her and that they're together. Because I asked, my guide said it's the grandmother. Even though she didn't step in, that's okay. I just get maternal energy, and it's because it's maternal to him.
I didn't know her.
That's okay. So that might be another reason as well. Because sometimes you only know certain, like I explained when I was over here, certain things as far as grandparent or great-grandparent, you might always not have that connection. But I could definitely feel her energy. All right, they're stepping out. All right, I'm going to see if there's anything else he wants to say before I walk away. Nope, okay. All right, I'm going to go back over here.